Hey, all right, folks. How we doing? Traveling Beat here. Thanks so much for checking in with us. Today we're going to be going over the big three that I plan on bringing on the Appalachian Trail with me. So that is shelter, that is sleep system, and that is pack. I'm also going to go ahead, since I have it loaded up anyways, and show you some of my cook kit that I plan on bringing on the Appalachian Trail. You know, it's been a crazy few weeks here in Washington, D.C. Obviously the inauguration and everything like that. Promise I will not be getting political on this channel whatsoever. But, you know, loaded up my new pack that I have over my shoulder here and took it downtown for a bit of a, you know, just a little 8-mile shakedown or something like that. Downtown was absolutely insane with all the National Guard and all the security and everything in advance of the inauguration. Aside from that, we are just 3 weeks away from starting the Appalachian Trail, which means that we're also just 3 weeks away from Daphne and I moving out of our apartment. So it's been a crazy time just trying to get everything packed up and taken down to the storage unit. You know, with only 3 weeks left to go, we don't have a whole lot of time to both coordinate getting on trail and get stuff all moved into the unit. But hey, we'll find a way. With that out of the way, we'll go ahead and start trying to find a spot to pitch up the tent and get into the big three video. Make sure you stick around afterwards. I do have a bit of a surprise for anyone who sticks around, so see you then. Alright folks, well here we are inside the Z-Packs duplex. This is the tent I'm going to be bringing with me on the Appalachian Trail here in just a few weeks. So I got the camo, love it, just kind of a neat look, whatever. I'm not a hunter or anything, but you know, camo's pretty cool. So obviously the tent is going to be the duplex, 20 ounces, really a great tent. I've had it out, I don't even know how many times at this point, but it's a great tent, love it. So there's one of the three. Item 2 of the 3 sleep system. So down here we can see the kind of ever so popular Sea to Summit Eros UL pillow, inflatable pillow, nice guy. I generally inflate it about halfway or so, play with it a little over the course of the night, and then, you know, sleep good. Beneath that we have the Thermarest Neo Air X-Therm sleeping pad. This is going to be the pad that I begin the trail with. It's just about their most insulated pad. Below that I have the Gossamer Gear 1/8 inch foam pad. So I think this might add a little bit of R value, but more than anything I actually got this to stretch the R value and protect the bottom of my Neo Air Uber light, which I'll be using probably for the majority of the trail, replacing the X-Therm with the Uber light at some point down trail. So yeah, that's obviously a much more thin, sheer sort of pad, and for that I really wanted the sort of 1/8 inch protection to protect from any sticks or rocks or anything under the ground. Aside from that, the sleeping bag, which I'll be probably taking for most of the trail, is the Feathered Friends Flicker UL 20 degree. It does unzip all the way to open up to a quilt. You can see down at the bottom here, the foot box sort of cinches closed with that little tie. So it is a great sleeping bag. I was finding as summer was giving way to fall and fall then to winter that the 20 degree bag just wasn't quite enough. Just wasn't quite enough to keep me warm on those colder nights. So I did get a Sea to Summit Thermalite Reactor sleeping bag liner, a fleece liner, which helped a little bit, but honestly even that with the 20 degree wasn't quite enough for like a 20 degree night, I found. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger on a Mountain Hardwear Phantom Zero sleeping bag. So that's a 0 degree sleeping bag. I expect that will be what I actually begin the trail with. It hasn't arrived just yet, or else I'd show you that too. But the Phantom Zero sleeping bag is what I'll begin the trail with. And then as it does warm up, probably switch out for Old Faithful, my Feathered Friends 20 degree sleeping bag. So there's the sleep system. That's item number 2. As we move outside here, we can see some of the cook kit that I'll be using. I know this isn't really part of the big 3, but I had it handy, so I thought I'd break this out. This is the Snow Peak Titanium 750 pot. Really love this thing. The lid actually has a couple of little teeth on it, so it can really kind of grab the side of the pot, have a nice seal to it. You can also drain off any sort of liquid if you're cooking pasta or anything like that. Really great little pot, very lightweight. This is a pretty cool little thing I wanted to show you, really, is a 2-inch strip of copper. So I saw Will in the Wilderness had picked this up somewhere along the way, a little winter hack for your butane propane canisters, is to just grab a little strip of copper. I tried to file down the edges to make it a little safer, and just bend that around your fuel canister, hold it in place with a silicone wristband, and then just kind of bend it over your flame. What this does is, obviously copper is a super conductive material, so it'll pick up a lot of that heat from the flame and then transfer it down onto the canister, so that even in freezing or below freezing situations you can still cook off both of those fuels. The stove itself is the BRS, the ever popular BRS super lightweight stove, so that's pretty neat. Aside from that, I do have the Z-Packs bear bag kit. I just threw a couple stickers on there to help me identify which is mine. Z-Packs bear bag kit with the bear line. I have I instantly broke the Z-Packs carabiner that came with it. It was just way too dinky. Ripped that one apart and put on a Lightsmith lightweight carabiner. I also saw that there are several websites that are selling toggles for the bear bag kit. I thought that was a little bit of a waste of money. I have a dog who you met in the intro video, Ludo, and this is just the little core from his poo bag roll. So if you buy poo bags, you might notice, depending on the brand, this one was a little plastic core that the poo bags were wrapped around in. So just drilled a hole in it, threw on some dental floss and painted it orange to help me find it when I invariably drop it. And that'll be my toggle. So it is very lightweight. You should see the weight down at the bottom of the screen there. And then I have the Tokes titanium spoon to eat with. Not much to say about that. Mini Bic, not much to say about that. And it's not really part of my cook kit or food or anything, but just a small Ziploc bag with a toothbrush, toothpaste, and that I do keep in with my food, so that when I do hang my bear bag at the end of the night, all my stinky stuff is all together in one spot. One other bit of food that I forgot to mention is just a little collapsible silicone cup here that I'm going to use for my coffee in the morning, and then a little reusable pour-over filter. I'm not a fan at all of the instant coffees, so we'll see how long my pickiness persists on the trail and how long I keep using my pour-over coffee filter. But I'm at least going to begin the trail with it, and we'll see how far we get. Cafe Bustelo for the win, big time. Let's jump out of the tent now and show you what I got for bag. Alright, so the third of the big three, of course, is the bag. And that is the Z-Packs Arc Haul 62-liter bag. I went ahead and shelled out the extra, whatever it is, 10 or 15 bucks or something for the 96-inch shock cording. It'll go over the pouch on the back, just in case I have anything extra wet. We'll see. It sounded really useful at the time, but honestly, this pouch is so huge, I'm not sure if I'll wind up needing this. I might just ditch it. We'll see. I did also, there's a brand new pack for me. I've only taken it out for like 8 miles so far. I am planning a shakedown with it, a little bit more of a comprehensive shakedown with it. For that 8-mile hike, I did load it up with about 35 pounds, which is the upper limit of what I expect I'll ever have with me on the AT. And I found the lumbar to be super, super uncomfortable. So it's not on there right now, but I did order a lumbar pad. It's going to go on there, and hopefully that'll be enough for me. If not, I also found the Thermarest Z seat will fit in there kind of nice, and that helped a lot just to help ease that pain for the 8-mile hike I did with it. So Thermarest Arc Haul 62-liter pack. I also have the Nilo Flume pack liner, so that's a super lightweight, super tough, heavy-duty sort of pack liner that's odor resistant. So I found this to be much more durable than the contractor bags that everyone uses, and honestly it's a little bit lighter as well. Not quite as cheap as the contractor bags, but hopefully worth its weight. So that'll be the pack liner that goes into the Arc Haul. And then finally, I did wait until the Z-Packs, 12 days of Z-Packs or whatever, to buy my Arc Haul so that I could get the Z-Packs Fupa pouch with it as well. Because the Fupa pouch is going to be like where I store any of my snacks for the day, or my phone, or anything like that. It's plenty big for all my snacks. And then what I like about that is then I'll be able to take this and throw it into my bear bag at the end of the day and run it up a tree as well, so that I don't have any sticky trash, wrappers, snacks, anything like that knocking around any of my other pockets attracting things. So Z-Packs Fupa, that's out of 3. Alright folks, that was the video on the big 3 I'm bringing on the Appalachian Trail with me. I did mention that there would be a surprise at the end of the video. Maybe not the most exciting surprise of all time, but I do actually have about 8 more of those little copper strips and wristbands that I was using for the winter hack on the stove there. So if there is anyone who's interested in picking up one of those, I've already gone through the work of snipping down the copper and kind of filing up the edges for you. So if you want to go ahead and drop a comment down below, let me know if you're interested in one of those, and we'll figure out a way to get one out to you. So till next time folks, appreciate you all checking in. Happy trails.